Bombay Bantai is making the pull, and there's a low grade. That's a nice pull, grabbing it easy. They are doing a person mark. The good There's a call on the field. We see Ashu on the floor. He calls for the injury. Ganesh comes in place of Ashutosh. And the play starts. We have icebreakers playing afterburners on the other feed. So if you want to watch that match, you can also switch on to that stream. That's a great drive by Lokre. Good flow. And that's a great pull by. And Ganesh misses it by Omar. That's a great pull, great option. Good way to make them run deep. Ansh picking up the disc. And there's a first pass that goes. They are doing a zone. In zone, you mark the areas. You may have a cup. And you mark the areas and not the players. There are three players, one chase and two wall. That's a great flow happening around breaking the cup. They're trapping. There's a good break. There's a 1-2-1-2 happening. Oh, and that's a miss pass by Lokre. They need to relax a bit. Kenny picking up the disc and giving it to More. That's a good grab. That's a good defense by Kushi. Good good placing. Good look for the field. There's some call. Ansh picking up the disc. Ganesh is marking. He's forcing forehand, and that's a great pull, and it's a grab by Lokre. Amazing game. That's the first point for the game. Ansh giving it to Lokre and a great grab. Good work with the offense and defense, mainly by Kushi. Today's matches are very important because one win will give you 5 points. So this table can change in any way if there is any win or any miss when it happens. So every point, every second of the game matters a lot. There are seven players on the field, but The sideline counts for the eighth player, and that's the most important player because they know where the players are, where the opponents are, so they should talk to the players who are on the field, make them aware of the positioning of their players, so that we have a good game. They have a good game, and that's a great pull. It's going deep. It's a forced backhand. There's a, when you force backhand, you let them throw on the backhand. Say no breakthroughs. There's no forehand throws should be made. That's a good in cut. Ashu is back on the line. There's a foul call that happens. There's a travel call happening on Ashutosh. That's a good 1-2, 1-2. There's a good pass happening, good flow. And that's a good pressure by Arya. When More missed the grab just by a centimeter. There's a zone happening with Ashutosh on the chase, and we have the other two players in the cup, other two girls. There's a good passing that is happening between the handlers. It's very important for the handlers to remain calm on the zone defense because that's the, that's the whole point of having a zone defense where the handlers get in pressure. And that's a great pull by Anshan. And Kenny goes over defense and Karan gets a grab. That's an unfortunate defense by Kenny, but good positioning by Karan and he made a score. That's amazing. There we see cutting chai. At these intensities, you should just look for the next point and keep moving. Make corrections on the mistake and keep moving. There we see Ganesh calling for the line. It's Sanjeev, Ashu, Kenny, More in boys. We have Poonam in girl. I suppose her name is Vidya. And the seventh girl. Then there are a lot of new players coming in at this MUL. So it's pretty nice to see new faces. At the same time, it's unfortunate to not know their name. On the Bombay Bantais line, we have Lokre, we have Arya. There are many new faces: Khushi, Vaishnavi, and the other two guys. Lokre going for the pull, and he makes a rolling pass. The disc goes out. starting on the sideline. That's a great, good yardage, good coverage of yardage. Ashu coming for the dump and he's looking for a. There's a foul call of Jigar and Ashu. Ashu though says that I was going for a throw, but Jigar says I was already there. There's More coming in with the perspective. In these situations, it's only the person who has the desk and the defense person can have a conversation. Only if they ask for a perspective, the other people can give their perspective, or else they're not allowed. That's a great grab by Poonam. Very close to the end zone. There's a good pivoting happening, and that's a good make. That's a score by Sanjeev. Kenny to Sanjeev, and that's a score. Wonderful patience by the girls and by Kenny giving a good look, and Sanjeev making a perfect cut at the perfect time. This is the time where they have 75 seconds, if I'm not wrong, to make their game players ready, line up, and then start the game, start the play. We have Kadingcha on the defense and Bombay Bantais on the offense, where we have Khushi, Ansh, Arya, Vaishnavi, Karan, and Jigar, and my friend on offense line from Bombay Bantais. In defense, we have Matthew, More, Vikas, Ganesh, Kenny, and the women team. Oh, Matt is coming on off the line. That's a great pull. I hope it lands in. And that's an inbound. Great. Good patience by the handlers. And he makes up a Karan grabbing it. And that's an easy pass to Jigar. And that's a score again. That's a great that's a great game. Good look and I don't know why cutting side left Karan way too behind. Karan is one player that has to be marked. Karan has a good height and he has started having a good jumps also. So good layouts and good jumps. So it's very important to keep a mark on Karan also. There we see Kadingcha already ready for the offense point and Bombi Manta is ready for the pull. And Ansh going for the pull. And that's That's a good OI pull happening at lands right at the center in Kenny's hand. Now the winds are starting to pick up, so they should try for a zone also again. And Kenny looks for a hug. He stops and then goes for a dump. That's a great breakthroughs. The good patience by Sapna giving it to Ashu. And the Ashu to Kenny. Kenny looking for a hug and it goes to Ashu again. Ashu to More. Back to Kenny. Back to Sapna and Kenny again. Very close to the end zone. This is the time to keep up the patience and it's a clean pass to Ashu and that's a score. Good passing happening between Cutting Chai and good chemistry between the team players. It's a neck to neck competition happening. There we see Cutting Chai going for the calls, calling for the lineup, and Bombay Bantais. We have Bombay Bantais on a lead with 1 point and having the offense also. Kenny going for the pull. There goes a good deep pull. Ansh grabbing it patiently to Khushi to back to Ansh. That's a great passing happening between the handlers. There's a Khushi calling. Superb, great patience by Khushi. Back to Ansh. Back to Khushi. Ansh. Ansh looking for a deep. There we see Karan coming in and that's a good cut by Karan covering getting the yardage. The, seems like Khushi called for a double team and Ganesh is saying that Karan was there. Oh, at this time they just have 30 seconds to resolve the conflict. I'll remind the audience it's only between the two players. The other players can only say if they are being asked for a perspective. That's a quick pass by to Ayu. Great, good patience. There's a Harsh to Karan and Karan grabs it again. That's a good look by Harsh. This is second time Karan was left alone. Good grab by Karan. The girl was marking, but Karan is way too heighted for her. That's a good score. This is a time where the team does a lot of stuff where they talk about one small thing that can be done. Second is the lineup call. Third is if they are on offense, Then they'll call for the handlers who I assign the handlers. Then they'll call for the first cut, second cut, and their continuation and the head of the stack. For defense, they call for the strategy what to do. Is it the zone or is it the person mark? If it's a zone, then they assign everyone a position. Three people for the cup, two on wings, right and left side respectively. One short deep and the deep deep. There's a pull by Lokre. They're doing a person mark. So in person mark, they assign every player a player, assign their team players a player, opponent's player. They have to stick to them or poach, depending upon the intensity. Good dump from Ashu. Ashu to. Oh, that's a great defense by Vipul. More called for a foul. There we see Lokre and Khushi raising the hands. This is a sign where they want to. They are showing that they have a perspective for it. Only if either of them is asking for a perspective, Lokre and Khushi can answer. Or else it's only the two players who can resolve it. That's contested. It goes. The disc goes back to the previous throw. Good grab by Kenny. Ashu giving a dump option. Ashu gets the dump. It goes back to Kenny. Kenny is looking for a hug. It goes. He throws to More. More, and that's just a wrong throw, and the disc goes down. Ansh is picking up the disc, coming to the start of the end zone. Ansh to Kushi. This it's very important to center the disc. You shouldn't play more on the sideline because you're getting trapped. That's a great low throw by Vipul. Back to Ansh. Ansh to Ayu and back to Ansh. Safe grab. Back to Ayu. Arya to Vip, now goes to Grushi. There's some call happening between Kenny and Arya. They've resolved the call, what was there. This is a good dump from Ansh. Ansh back to Lokre. Back to Ansh. Looking for Huck and he gives jump to Arya. Rishi coming for an in cut. Oh, that's a miss. Great pressure by cutting Chai on. More goes to the disc, setting up the field. Uh, that's a great jump by Kenny to Sanjeev. Back back to More, and that's a great hug. And I hope there's a call between Kenny and Arya. Both are saying that they have grabbed the disc. Kenny lays down on the field. Sanjeev is giving a perspective. The result, Ansh gets the disc. Ansh to Lokre, back to Ansh. To Rushi. To Vipul. Back to Ansh. Good handled movement. To Arya. To Ansh. That's a that's a great pull. Lokre getting the disc and to Khoshi, and that's a score. That's a great game. Good grab by Rishi, and good. That's a great score happening. One good thing of in this play was they had a good chemistry between the handlers, and the flow was happening just perfectly, just right there. It's very important. So before making a pass, they just make an eye contact with one player and they try to pass it to them. There we see Ashu giving a few instructions to the team. You see all the 7 players of each team lined up. Cutting chair is calling for the 75 seconds call. Now Bombay Bantais are doing a person mark where they're gonna be assigned with one opponent player. That's an amazing pull going deep into the end zone. Ashu grabs it. Sahu. My bad. Goes to Vikas. Back to Ashu. Back to Sahu. It's a great confusion having Sahu and Ashu in one team. And Tuin is giving a big mark. Kenny. Disc with Ganesh. Now there's a call if there's an in or out. Sapna has the disc. There's a call happening whether it's in or out. Oh, that's a great pressure by Khoshi. Now Harsh giving it, looking for Vaishnavi, and Vaishnavi grabs it. That's a great game by Harsh to Vaishnavi. Superb grab. Good run, good look for Harsh. So today we have pool games happening. So everyone who have joined recently, a big welcome to MUL season 2, where we are in the week 4 of it. Today there is a pool game happening where in pool A we have afterburners, icebreakers and bomb squad. In pool B we have cutting chai, bomb squad. Sorry, correction, it's cutting chai, Bombay Bantais and Grumpies. Whoever wins today's games, they're going to get 5 points for every win. So it's going to be a very important game for every team. Today's positioning is going to count on who is going to semis and who is going to play against each other in the next week, the final week. There we see back in the game, Ansh making a pull. There is there is Morega giving a brick call. Brick call can be made if the disc goes off the field. There's a brick mark that has been made on the field. The thrower directly comes to the brick mark and then continues the game. The two advantages of doing this is one thing is they get a free yardage. Second thing is they get to come in the center of the field. That's a good pivot. Good grab by Sapna. Looking for a dump. More gets it. More to Ashu. Good in cut. Back to Sapna. Back to More. And that's a great huck happening. Kenny. Oh, there's a foul call happening. There's a foul call by Kenny saying that I was blocked for the jump. Seems like Kenny is saying I don't know who was there, but I was pushed when I was trying to jump. Or someone came onto me. Dump to More. Kenny grabbing the disc very. That wins have started picking up. The game is going to get a bit difficult. The handler's patience is more important because the winds are coming in. The disc can go in any direction. It's very important. Like any it goes way flat, amazing throw. It's it's very important to have these because the disc had gone out of bounds. Punch keep being trapped. That's a great pass. Lokre coming in there. Clarifying a few rules. I suppose the call is fast count. Stalling shots at two. And that's a good break. And Shansh goes for a pull and it's a small piss. Just miss. It was needed, I feel, because so that cutting check and go can keep a look for the deep also. They were just ignoring her till now. More grabbing the disc, walking towards the start of the end zone. To Ganesh. Ganesh looking for a hug. Good upline to sub. That's a great pass. Oh, that's a great save by More to Kenny. Kenny to Vikas. Vikas to Kenny again. More going for a upline and he misses it. Jiga just jumped. The call has been contested. The disc goes back to Kenny. There's a good upline with for Vikas. Vikas to Ganesh. Ganesh makes a pump fake and More gets a disc. And that's a great grab by Ganesh again. Tries to goes for a spike, but lands it softly. That's a great patient game shown by Cutting Chai. It's very important to have a relaxed offense so that you do not make any miss throws and you see the field properly, you see all the players and then make a pass. Tuin is calling for a timeout. We have 6-3 score, 6 for Bombay Bantais and 3 for Cutting Chai. Cutting Chai needs to get this game if they want. But the good thing is they have one win, but they cannot take the game lightly. Whereas Bombay Bantais, this is their first game for the eve. For Cutting Chai, we have Kenny, More, Radhika, Vikas, Ganesh, Sapna, and my friend. For Bombay Bantais, there is Karan, Harsh, Lokre, Arya, Khushi, Ansh, and there we see Vaishnavi running down the field. That's a great in cut by Vaishnavi giving an option for the handler. She's pivoting and looking for a player. Oh, the Khushi calls for a foul and it's accepted. Taps the desk and to Harsh. Harsh to Karan. That's a nice pass. Karan patiently waiting for the desk, pivoting and gives back to Ansh. Back. That's a good one-to-one to happen between Karan and Ansh. Karan needs to. That they're keeping Karan free. That's a very easy score for Bombay Ties. Karan was left all alone, and he was pretty smart to keep giving options to the handler, doing 1-2, 1-2 with Lokre and Ansh. And there we see Bombay Ties smiling and laughing on the field where we see Cutting Chair walking down the field thinking of new strategies to be applied or places where we can correct our things, our points. There you see Lokre. It's not even half time. On the Bombay Bantai side, we have Tohin giving a few instructions. And what we see? We see a bit of drizzling happening on the field. This is going to change the game by a very big margin. The field might become slippery, the desk might become slippery. It's very important to keep looking for the desk till the end point, till the end zone. One good thing can happen is the layouts should increase. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section. Would you like to play in rain or not in rain? You see halftime happening. Here we see a few new players on Bombay Bantai's line. We, oh, it's Bombay Bantais on offense. It's a great time to get the offense. They were on the defense side, but because of the half time, they're back on the offense. So on the half time, what happens is the side changes, and the team starting on defense goes on offense after the half time. So winning the toss also makes a huge call. It's very important. There we see Kenny with the disc, ready to make a pull. Bombay Manta is giving a yes, and that's nice pull to the end zone. Ansh grabbing it patiently to Harsh, Harsh to Khushi, to Ansh, back to Khushi. Oh, that's a great pass to Ayu. Oh, that's a miss throw. That's a pass going to Sanjeev, and that's a grab. That's a nice celebration by Kenny. Superb. That's a great throw by Kenny and a great grab by Sanjeev, giving a good option for the offense. Good deep cut by Sanjeev on the field by cutting Chai. Kenny with the pull. That's a good pull. Uh, that's a foul call giving by Lokre to Sanjeev. Deciding on on the stall count. More, Ansh with the disc, Ansh to Harsh. Harsh looking. There's a hug happening by oh, that sucks. There's a misjudgment by Lokre. Kenny picks up the disc, sets up the pivot to Ashu, to Kenny again, Kenny to Sapna, Sapna to Kenny, to More, a dump. That's a round throw, super great by Kenny. To Kenny again, Kenny to More, More goes for a small. More to Ashu, covering a good yardage on the field. A travel call seems like by Ansh on Ashu goes contested. Kenny having the disc very near the end zone, gives a dump to More, to Kenny, and that's a loud rain now. We to Sapna, give a good cut for, and that's a score. That's a score by. There's a call between Lokre and Vikas. everyone who has joined recently. Good evening for the from MUL off season ultimate. There's a foul call called by Vikas. Lokre is having a conversation with him. Vikas seems to be saying that I was running and someone rammed into me. There we see few players raising their hand. They have 30 seconds to resolve this conflict. There goes the 30-second call. Look, this goes back. Kenny with the disc picks up the disc. Makes his pivot and taps it, and then the play starts. You have to. After the stoppage, if you want to start the play, either you tap the disc or the person who's on the defense tap taps on the disc. Either of it. Kenny to Ganesh. Ganesh looking for a hug, and it's a great hug. And that's a great grab. Amazing. That's a great, amazing pull by Ganesh to Radhika. Super patience and great play. Ganesh is a very experienced player. He has played for India, and this is what the difference comes in if we have a very experienced player online. They can change the game at any moment. That's a great comeback. That's a great comeback by cutting Jaiga, leveling the score 7-7. This is the time where they can make a difference in the scoreboard. And Kenny making a pull. There's a great IO pull, landing on the very left edge of the field, on the sideline, very close to sideline. Hush to Ansh, Jigar, to Khushi. Khushi patiently looking for a pass. Oh, that's a drop. There's a confusion between Karan and Arya dropping the disc. There's a turnover and Ganesh with the disc. Ganesh to More. There's a lot of energy happening on the field. More to Ganesh. To Vikas. Vikas pivoting and that to Moria back and that's a score. Oh no, that's still on the field. And Vikas makes a score, making it 8-7 to Cutting Chai. Now they are 8-7 in lead. There we see a lot of energy at Cutting Chai's side. Twin. Twin seems. Is that a timeout call? There's a timeout call. There's a timeout call taken by Cutting Chai. This is very smart move, smart strategy to pass on the time. I don't know if this is a strategy or not, but that's a good. They're having a 1 point lead, and the time is again rolling in. There we see Shantanu excited to go on the field to click some more exciting pictures for us. That's a Refex presents off-season ultimate MUL Mumbai Ultimate League happening at at Bandra Stadium. It's a very beautiful evening happening. It's a great ground, great turf. You see Cutting Chai and Bombay Bantais huddling up, making a circle and talking about the remaining time for the strategy. The strategy for the remaining time. My bad. For everyone who has joined recently, welcome to MUL Week 4. We are just 1 week away. Now the lights are out. This is the last. We are having Pool A and Pool B, where Pool A is having Afterburners, Icebreakers, and Bomb Squad, and Pool B is having Cutting Chai, Bombay Mantais, and Grumpies. And there's a great pull happening, and is that Lokre who's getting the disc? Yeah, it's Lokre. Lokre to Ansh to Khushi, back to Ansh. And that's a great pull by Ansh. That's a nice, that's an amazing sky by Arsh. Beating two Cutting Chai players and two Vaishnavi, grabbing it safely in her hands. That's a great game by Ansh. And an amazing to two players of Bombay Bantais. Sorry, correction. Beating two players of Cutting Chai. With this point, Bombay Bantais have leveled out the score That's a great way to level the score. Lokre getting ready to make the pull and he makes a pull. Good pull. It's important to make a good pull or else they earn the field by that much distance for a short pull. Kenny, this with Kenny. Another great cut by upline cut by More. Looking for a hug. To Sanjeev settles for a short pass. Makes a travel call I suppose. Or a pick call maybe. This with More and Harsh is marking. That's to Kenny again. To More. To Sanjeev. Making a good in cut. And that's a good forehand to Ashu. Ashu is forced on the sideline by Jigar I feel. Yes, it's Jigar. And the play starts. Good, good pass. Good dump to More. More to. Oh, that's a great layout. Kenny makes a call on Ansh. Having a discussion. I suppose that's a timeout call made by Cutting Chai. The team can make a timeout call two times, and but on but they cannot call for a timeout in the last 5 minutes of the game. The timeout is usually called when there's a long point happening where the players are getting tired, rather than dropping the game and making the game go south. It's better to call for a timeout and give your team a break, get a sip of water, get the energy back, and then attack on the field again. Is the end of the time. Oh, okay. Now after timeout, offense has to set up. The first thing is the offense has to set up their game, and accordingly defense will take their places. That's how it goes after the timeout. This is a pretty intense game happening. I suppose there we see players getting ready. The defense team waits for the offense to get ready. Kenny picks up the disc with Ansh on mark. Ansh is giving a wide mark to Kenny, not allowing him to make any throw around or on the break side. I suppose there's a small foul call that has happened. Kenny to More. More, that's a nice dump cut. Back to Kenny. Ansh continuing to give a hard mark. But Kenny finds his way out to give back to More. Again to Kenny. That's a good one to happening between to More again to Ashu. Ashu looking for the disc. Oh, that's a great save by Kenny by making a layout and back to Sanjeev, and that's a score. There's a loud cheer by Cutting Chai. They have really earned this point. The save by Kenny was amazing. Bombay Bantais are running on the field, running back to their end zone to start the game quickly. Was a great score from Kenny, saving that drop to Sanjeev. Now Kenny going for the pull. Pull happened. Nice. A bounce grab by Ansh. Ansh to Khushi. Khushi to Ansh. To Jigger. To Karan. Nice. Good dump. Ansh pivoting. And that's a great hook. There we see Kenny, and that's a great pressure by Kenny. Good judgment by both the players to wait for the disc. More walking to the disc. Whenever the disc goes out of bounds from the end zone or in the end zone, they start the game from the start of that end zone. Oh, there we see Ansh ready to mark More, forcing him backhand. Another dump call by Vikas. Good to Ganesh. Ganesh to Radhika. That's a great patient. There's a call between Vikas and Karan. Vikas giving a foul call. Karan is trying to explain. And the game ends. We have the Cutting Chai winning the game. There's a 2 win for Cutting Chai. Bomb squad. Sorry, correction. It's Bombay Bantais having 1 lose at this time. And the game ends. That's amazing. It's Cutting Chai winning the game by 1 score. Stay on this field, stay with us, and we have Grumpy's playing against Bombay Bantais. That's been my time. Thank you so much. It was Punit Baldava signing off for this game. Be tuned with us on the channel, and we'll see a lot more fun. 2 more games happening. I'll see you soon. Take care, and then bye bye. Keep playing frisbee.